Hey, welcome back to Cool Kids Art, and let's draw the very cool looking Stage Slayer skin in Fortnite. So let's get started with a quick sketch, and then I'll show you line by line on how you can draw this. Alright, so let's draw this, and to begin we're going to draw the bottom of his hat first. So just draw one line and you can make it longer later if you have to. So from this one line, we got on the side here, just drawing like two little marks first, and that will be the width of the head with the hair. And then from this two line here in the middle, let's make a little mark, and then we're gonna draw one strand of his hair first. So it's a little bit messy because of the hair. So we're gonna come down. It's gonna give it like a little waviness to it, and then just gonna make one big strand out of it. And then from here, from this point to this point, just make a little mark here, like somewhere in the middle. And then we're just gonna draw this curve. So that's gonna be another strand. Okay, and then let's come over to this side here. On this one, let's come in. So it's gonna be the same strand here, so we're just gonna come down. And then just end it with a point. So we're just kind of drawing some of the hair first. Okay, and then from here, let's add in one little strand right here. And then right in this space right here, that's gonna be his eyeglasses, or his sunglasses. Draw one curve, and then just come down. Okay. And then from here, we can finish up his nose, which is just gonna be right around here. So I'm just gonna draw like a little curve there. And then right underneath that, it's gonna be his mouth. So slip, just draw one line like this. And I'm gonna give him a slight smile, so just kind of lift it up on the corners. And then the bottom lip, just gonna draw one line. Okay, and then from here, let's continue on with this side here. Around the edge, we're gonna come down. So this is gonna be another hair strand. And then we're gonna start here and just connect that. Okay, and then let's see, for his chin, we can just come down the middle. You can draw a little line like this first, and then we're gonna go up to the side until it kind of touches the hair. And then this side, we can just kind of go up. So wherever it touches the strand, you just stop there. Alright, so this, yeah, it's a little bit tricky with all these strands. Okay, and then he's got more hair on the back, so we're gonna continue this. Just kind of come in, and then go out. And then on this side, start around here, little angle, and then same thing, we'll go out. Okay, and then we're gonna come down here, just come down, and just connect that. So that'll just be one big clump. So right around here, just come down, and then just connect that. Right, so that's the hair, and let's finish up the hat. So from this point here, you can make it longer if your original line was not long enough. But if it is, just kind of go up and make a rectangle. Alright, so the hat's pretty easy here. Draw another segment here, smaller one. And then we're just gonna go up, flare out on the sides. Close it off. Okay, and this guy looks like some kind of card here, so I'm just gonna draw one angle. And inside it's just gonna be a heart. Okay, and it looks like it's got another card here, so but we're seeing it from the side, so I'm just gonna draw like a little line there. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the head. So now go down to his clothing. We gotta draw his collar, which is a little bit different. So right on the side here, just draw two slants like this. And then from this corner here, just slant it all the way out to the hair. And then this side, just go out as well. So this one, just slant toward the hair. This one toward the hair. Okay, and then his neck's gonna be inside here. So I'm just gonna draw two lines like this, fill up the space. And then the collar of his shirt, from these two other collars, I'm just gonna draw a curve. And then now let's finish up his clothing. So it's a little bit different. He's got this leather jacket, so we're gonna go out for his shoulders. Gonna pinch it in. And then right as you get to the end here, just draw a little bump here. It's for his jacket, like it's folding up. Okay, so just a little angle, and then we're just gonna close this off. And then for his belt, we're just gonna draw one segment and just follow the same curve. Okay, so now let's add in the details on his clothing, which is, yeah, not too hard. So for his zipper right here, we're just gonna continue this. Okay, just come down, and on this side, we're just gonna come down. Just kind of give it a nice curve. Just meet it up somewhere in the middle here, and then we'll just continue it down. And then for his zipper, just draw another line all the way down. And we can add in, you know, I'm just gonna add a couple of lines. You can draw more, but I'm just trying to make it look like a zipper. Okay, and then here, same thing here. On the inside, just draw another line inside and some more of these zippers. And then the collar extends inward, so it's a little bit strange, so we're going to continue that and just curve it in. Alright, and then let's see, he's got more zippers for his pocket, so we're going to draw a little rectangle like this on each side, slant it. And then I'm just going to add in those lines again. And then let's draw the little zipper itself, hanging. Okay, and there's gonna be one more down here. So same thing here. Then this little hanging part. It looks like some kind of logo here. It's kind of dotted, but I'm just gonna draw as a line. Looks like it's a fish, right? It's two lines, and then I'm just gonna draw one line across. I don't want to add too many details to this stuff, too small of a detail. Okay, so on the bottom here, let's just finish this out. Just continue the zipper, and then it's got a bunch of little pins here, metal stuff. So I'm just gonna draw 3. So let's move on to his arms. And so for his arms, here's the armpit. Here's the shoulder. Let's come down, and then biceps, little bracket. Okay, and then for his lower arm, we're gonna come out and then kind of pinch it in a little bit faster here. And then we're gonna close it off. Okay, and then we're gonna add one segment, and then those two little details again. And then his arm's gonna come down in here. And we can just close that off. And just add one segment for the glove. Some details on the glove. And I'm just gonna give him the fist. So just kind of hook it out. Here's the back of the fist. Curve in. And then just draw a little box in here. Alright. So let's draw in the other side, and you know, you can add in, let's add in a little bit of crease lines here. So it makes it look like a leather jacket. Like even down here, just a couple of lines makes a big difference. Okay, so let's draw on the other side. So armpit, shoulder coming down, bicep, out, and come in, and then let's close it up early. Little detail there, and then we're just gonna come straight down on the arms, close it, and I'm drawing a little bit different here. And same thing here for the gloves, little detail, and then the fist, this little hook, back of the fist, and then just connect that little angle there for the thumb. And let's add in, yeah, some of the, I could even add in some here, makes it look like clothing. Okay, so that's the top, and let's Let's move on to his legs, and his legs is kind of easy because he's just wearing jeans. So come down in the middle, just draw a little line. Okay, and then on the side here, we're just gonna continue this out and then in. Come down, and it's a little bit skinnier legs. And come in, and then for his knee, we're just gonna draw a little bracket. All right, so then the other side is gonna be pretty much the same. Down and then in for his knee, and another bracket. And we can add in some lines later for the folds, but let's just get the overall shapes in first. So then for his lower leg, out, pinch it in, and just kind of flare out slightly for his shoes. Okay, curve. Then here's the dome shape, come down. This side come out a little bit more. Then one section for the sole. Okay, so come down, flare out. In, just flare out slightly. Close it, and then the same thing, dome shape. Looks like he's wearing just regular sneakers, so it's a little bit smaller than the other shoes. Okay, and then let's go back up, and looks like it's got one little pouch here on the side. I'm drawing a little flap. And then we can add in a little detail here. Here's his pocket. And then here's the fly, the zipper. So come down and then in the middle, angle and just go up. And then let's add in some folds here so we can come out this way. Let's draw a little bit of crease lines. Even in here we can draw in some lines. Maybe even on the bottom here. And that is it for this very cool looking stage slayer skin in Fortnite. Hope you guys liked the way it turned out, and if you do, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you next time.